Arts Weekly, celebrating regional expression, performance, and creativity, is brought to you in part by the Edward D. and Ione Auer Foundation, the Ian and Mimi Rowland Foundation, the family of Dr. Christopher and Kirsten LaSalle, and the support of viewers like you. Thank you.
This is Arts Weekly.
Arts Weekly is produced in cooperation with the College of Visual and Performing Arts at IPFW, offering degrees in fine arts, music, theater, and visual communication and design.
Welcome to Arts Weekly. I'm Melinda Haines with the IPFW College of Visual and Performing Arts. On today's show, we'll be talking about an oldie but goodie, the Three Rivers Festival, along with something new, animation technology being developed right here by an IPFW faculty member. Andres Montenegro will be joining me in the second half to talk about his new animation short. But first, Jack Hammer from the Three Rivers Festival is here to fill us in on what's about to hit Fort Wayne at this year's event. Thank you so much for being here,
Well,
Jack.
thank you for having me.
You know, I'm wondering if we could start off by talking about, your personal viewpoint on the Three Rivers Festival. What is it, and what is it that makes it great?
Well, I can start with this. As a child, I sat on the curb watching parades go by. I remember watching my father and grandfather in the Shrine Parade. As a high school musician, I marched in the parade and took part in the festival. As an entertainer, I've been involved with the festival. As a musician, I've been involved with it. And it's a great honor to come in as the executive director. And overall, the Three Rivers Festival makes Fort Wayne a better place to live because it brings art, entertainment, sporting events, community pride, and it centralizes it in one place. We were originally founded as part of the Tourism Bureau for the city of Fort Wayne. So right from the start, we came with those values of waving that flag of community pride and really wanting to represent the heart of Fort Wayne.
Right. It's just such a part of Fort Wayne, and this is the 45th festival,
Yes,
right?
yes.
I mean, it's like, wow, that's almost as old as I am.
Well,
I mean, you think how long that's been going on.
You said oldie but goodie, and I thought you were talking about me,
Oh.
but you were actually talking about the festival. Yeah, a lot of years. I mean, people gathered around a table and said, we need to have something that is ours, that's uniquely Fort Wayne, that represents our people. We have great ethnic events, and we still continue to have those events, but the Three Rivers Festival is about who we are since we got here, unpacked our bags, and said hello to our neighbors next door.
And I think we look back, on our teen years or earlier and go, oh, I remember when I did this, or I remember when I did that at the festival, and some of those things are still
How
around.
did you do in the bikini contest?
Oh, we don't want to talk about
Oh,
that
I
one.
know, I'm sorry, I just like...
But I do want to talk about the raft race, because you're bringing that back.
The raft race is back. After a 15-year hiatus, we sat down and we talked and we said, do we want to do this? And for the last 2 years, we've had river games, which have been really fun. And we wanted to do a big canoe race, and we had water balloon wars. And it was a lot of fun seeing people on the river.
Right.
And some people thought, well, can we do this? And we set kind of a high dollar level, saying we really have to work at trying to put this together. Right. And when we thought that all was for naught for this year, some very nice people stepped forward and made it possible. And part of the gift spoke of money being set aside just for the raft race. And so that prayer was answered, and it's been a big undertaking, but with people like Shauna Nicely and Dan Wire and Tim and Ben Hall, and so many people come forward to help out on this. It's been a joy to do, and we're really looking forward to July 20th. We're going to accept registrations all the way up until that time. Right now, I think there's about 60 some rafts that are going to be on the river, and we're just excited about bringing this back because the raft race was something that was ours.
Right.
But what we have to look at now is how much fun it is to create a raft, put some, put the tablet down, not watch TV, go out and
build something.
Yeah, and build something and then see if it floats down the river.
Well, and these boats, or not boats, but rafts that are floating, I mean, you've got this contest going. I mean, different categories. Tell me about the different categories.
Basically, they start with commercial and non-commercial. And we look at the 501c3s and the nonprofits as non-commercial. And there are two categories that they can win in, either outstanding rafts or for speed, for those people that surely want to make it a race.
Right.
And they pay out for second and third place, $2,000 for first place, $1,000 for second, and $500 for third place.
Well, that's a nice incentive to build a raft.
It is $14,000, and having people come forward to be part of that has allowed us to be able to bring this beloved raft race back to the city, and hopefully what we're going to see is people having fun, and this year will help kickstart imaginations for people that are alongside enjoying the raft race for them to be a part in the years to come.
How many people are on a raft? Does it vary, or is that part of the rule?
Official rules, yes. We have to have rules in this society, and it's as easy as this. You have to have 3 persons to make it a raft, and the smallest raft is 4 by 8. So a single sheet of plywood. You have to create the hole yourself. Whether you got a styrofoam billet and shaped a hole, whether you have barrels, whether you work someplace where you can weld something together to make a tank or a hole for a boat. And then you have to power it yourself, whether you're turning a bicycle pedal that turns a paddle wheel, or you have an oar in the water, whatever it is, you have to create that. No motors, no batteries, and that gets them down the river. Now, how many people can be on a raft? Let's say you have a 8 by 8 raft. If you can put 6 people on there safely, well, that's fine. But maybe your raft is 68 by 8, which one time we had the entire starting pack for the Indianapolis 500. Each raft was a car. They had the pits, and I think it was like 170 foot long, one raft.
Oh my gosh.
And so you could have a long raft with a lot of people on it, as long as everybody is safe. Simple rules that we're asking. First of all, if you're on the water, I know that they say if you're over a certain age, you can just have a life preserver with you. But if you're in this raft race, you're wearing a life jacket. If you don't have a life jacket, don't try to get on the raft. It's not going to make it. We want everybody to wear shoes because there are obstacles around the rivers. And then we're asking people, leave the alcohol out of the race, please. We have a great plaza, and we'll have music that night, and people can come down and enjoy the fireworks, and that's a great time to enjoy the party. But we're saying, let's hold off on that a little bit, because I've made promises to my insurance company, Mayor Tom, all of our sponsors, that we really want to try to have a great time, but be responsible in doing it so we can grow this event back.
Right. Oh, that's going to be fun to have that back. Now, you've got a whole lot more than just raft races, though. I mean, we've got the parade, which I know everybody looks forward to on Saturday morning, but what's making that parade special this year?
Well, this year we decided, as we focus our parade themes on the community and what our community has to offer, we were in a meeting, we're batting this back and forth, and the words, how about stuff made in Fort Wayne? What about stuff made in Fort Wayne? And I was looking online, and I was very familiar with the Made Here campaign, and I looked and I said, these people believe in the same kind of things we believe in. And so with the Northeast Indiana Regional Partnership, we got together with them and came to an agreement to make it Made Here. And that speaks to those jobs and dreams and all those things that are made here every day. But it also speaks to the Bomar calculator. It speaks to the television set. And it really opens it up for people to be able to interpret that. And it's always fun. Last year we had community landmarks and legends. And somebody said, these people are looking for you, Hammer. And I went and I found them. And it was a church, they had an old, like a Fort Wayne, and then they had Bear Field represented, And they said, don't you want to know where our legend is? And I went, I don't know. And they like opened up a little screen in the what is the fort window, and it was a press picture of me.
Oh, yes, you are a legend yourself.
They won a prize
Yeah.
by bribing me with that picture.
Step on
Yeah.
the float. Oh, that's excellent. So, and after the parade this year, you've got an event going on, a show.
Yes.
This is new too, isn't it?
Well, it was a few years ago. Kevin Ferguson came to us and said, I want to do something for kids. And what we were able to do is create a situation that we can have the people there from the Riley Hospital. And this year we are bringing in an escape artist, Michael Griffin. This guy is licensed to work with the Houdini stuff. He's an amazing escape artist. He is going to be there. Lance Werwick is going to be there. And this guy is a juggler, unicyclist. And I don't care who you are, when you leave, you will go, that guy has amazing balance.
And this is downtown
This
after
is
the
downtown, yeah. And it's in Headwaters East.
Okay.
It's open. Everybody come on in. The nice folks from Edie's are bringing more ice cream than you can imagine to
It's
enjoy.
time for ice cream every day on the
Yeah.
festival.
So you've been out watching the parade. You can come in, enjoy some shade and some treats.
Well, and tell me about the International Village that's going on this year too.
International Village is one of those things that we do for a higher idea. And it is in that in the 1860s, when my family came here to Fort Wayne, they were new to Fort Wayne. We have immigrants and people from all over the world joining us here every day.
Right.
And sometimes ignorance and just truly not knowing about people creates problems, I think, in society. We used to have International Village years ago, and we thought about bringing it back. So what we have now, through the nice folks at Wells Fargo, is in the parking lot right beside Junk Food Alley. Don't kid yourself, that's what it's called.
I know it.
I always say somebody found a piece of lettuce there once and wanted to change the name, but we retained the rights. They're going to be right there, and it's going to be Friday and Saturday, last Friday and Saturday, and we do it with the Multicultural Council. So there's 10 different countries in that tent, and you can come and taste foods, and you can buy foods, handmade goods, and then in turn, about every 30 minutes, there's entertainment. So you can come by and hear a story, see a dance, and it's a really great thing to do so we can learn about our neighbors.
That's wonderful to be immersed. Now, remind us again, when does it start and where can we get more information?
It starts Friday at 11 a.m. when Mayor Tom Henry cuts the ribbon, and we get started for our day. And the Colts Fan Fest starts at 4, and then we go through Saturday the 20th with the fireworks at 10 p.m. and they happen from the tallest building in Northeast Indiana. What a wonderful idea it is, and everybody can enjoy the fireworks and then stay downtown and enjoy some music before they go back home.
Well, it is a wonderful party. Thank you so much
Thank you very much for
being here
having
to
me.
share all those details. While we get ready for our next segment, please take a minute to view our performance calendar of what's coming up in our area. You also can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We'll be right back with Andres Montenegro.